I'm Jenny. Welcome to the Insider Show. We're giving you the secrets and tips it takes to become and stay a successful homeowner. Today we're talking with Ryan about the top 3 reasons that a bank-owned property financing doesn't go through. Let's go inside. Okay, Ryan, so today we're going to talk about the top 3 reasons that people can't get financing for a bank-owned property. Let us have it.
Okay, well, the number 1 reason isn't so much the financing, but it is the paperwork, and the paperwork shown by the banks themselves. Banks are obviously right now inundated with a lot of foreclosed properties. So it's difficult for the banks right now to process the amount of homes that are on the market. And when the offers come in, they take a long time to actually figure out which offer they want to accept.
Plus, since it's a bank, they have no sense of urgency since they're not the direct seller.
Exactly. So you've got someone behind the desk who doesn't care about when the property sells. So they're not too concerned about it. They just do what's in front of them. If it's 5 o'clock and it's time to go home, they go home.
Right. Normal seller would be on that case.
Exactly. So not only is it taking the bank sometimes a week, 2, 3 weeks to even say, yes, we'll take your offer, we'll accept your offer. But on top of that, it takes them 2, 3, sometimes I've even seen a full month before they'll even sign the contract. So that's part of the reason why the approval for a client only lasts 60, 90, on a maximum 120 days. If the bank's dragging their feet already once you find the home,
blow the date.
Exactly, sometimes up to 2 months right off the bat, then obviously you're in trouble. You're not going to be able to finish your loan before your loan approval goes away.
Yeah, definitely. What's the second reason?
Well, the second reason is that there's issues with a lot of these bank-owned properties, and by issues I mean structural damage to the properties.
Give me an example of that.
I'll do better than that. Why don't we go to another house where you may think it's perfect, but not going to be able to get a loan on it.
Okay, let's do that. So this is a bank-owned home. Why can't we finance this one?
Let's go inside and take a look.
Okay, so why can't you finance this home then?
Well, obviously you can see this home's pretty destruction. Looks like this is the type of home that a rehabber had started doing some work on and just for one reason or another wasn't able to finish it. What we have here is basically all the wires are exposed. The home basically, in this case, is pretty bad. All right, now it's not to say that you can't finance a bank-owned home, but in this case, a home like this obviously needs pretty extensive work, and unfortunately, you get a realtor who thinks that it's a good deal and you can finance something like this. But even with a rehab loan, or what's called a 203K loan, you're going to have a difficult time of financing something like this. Now, this is pretty extreme, but there can be something as simple as recurring leakage. It could be something as roof damage. It could be something as simple as electric damage. Your heater doesn't work, or possibly your air conditioner doesn't work. That can stop you from being able to purchase a bank-owned property. And the other thing is, the banks will not allow you most of the time to go in there and put your own money, even if you had it, to fix it before you close the loan. So number 2 biggest reason is obviously that we cannot finance a bank-owned home because there's some repairs that are needed to the home, and you can't finance a home if it needs massive repairs.
Okay, well that was informative. So what's the third thing?
The third thing is going to be your title issues.
What do you mean by title issues? Like who's going to be on the title?
Not necessarily who's going to be on the title. Obviously, when you're the buyer, you're going to be the one taking title. But it's the previous owners. I'm not talking about the bank. The bank has taken over these properties as foreclosures.
Okay.
The previous owners obviously lost the property.
Right.
So we have to understand that the previous people who lost the property to foreclosure probably weren't just paying the bank. It may have not been paying their car notes. If it was a condo or a townhouse, they may not have been paying the association. There's a long list of people who may not have been paid through this previous owner's property.
So that gets added onto the house then?
Potentially what can happen is these other liens can attach to the property, and it's a big issue with title. As the new buyer, you want to buy that house with a clean title. So again, it comes down to your timeline. If there's not enough time to clear that title up to make sure you're buying the home with no other liens on it outside of your new mortgage, then obviously you're not going to be able to purchase the property in the given amount of time set forth by your lender.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, and that would come up with a lot of issues for the new buyer than if there was any existing liens on there.
Exactly.
They would open.
Those are the top 3 things. Obviously, the bank drags their feet. We have issues with the structure of the property and title work.
Thank you. If you like the information you saw here today, you can follow us at Facebook or Twitter, or you can check out our website at insidershow.com. Thanks again for watching The Insider Show, where we're keeping it real each and every time.